everybody, this is Erica, the technology nerd who likes to film stuff, and I have my hands on right now the Galaxy S6 and the S6 Edge. I want to say a little bit about how they feel in hand. I admit that I have tiny hands, so when I hold things, they're not going to feel the same as maybe people who have larger hands. But to me, when I'm holding the Galaxy S6 and the Galaxy S6 Edge, I have to say that the S6 feels a little bit nicer in hand. It feels a little bit more consistent. It is a bit thicker here, a very thin phone, but this is the same here, and it's a bit rounded, as you can see. We do have a bit of a chamfer, but it feels very nice in the hand here. I noticed that when I am holding the Galaxy S6 Edge, we do have some inconsistency with how it feels, obviously, because we have a very thin part, and then we have the rounded glass. So for me, I feel that the consistency of the S6 feels not as edgy. Obviously, this is called the Edge. But this is not a bad feeling phone in the hand, really not whatsoever. It's just that I feel that I like how this one feels a little bit better, but that is my opinion there. I think it's nice that with the Galaxy S6 Edge that we do have good palm rejection and in general finger touch rejection that we don't want to see. Because you can see that it's easy to touch the display with your palm, but we're not getting any registered touches or taps or anything happening here. Now, if you really grab it like this and you're squeezing it, you can see that you do get some registered finger taps here. So here you can see a little bit of the difference in gripping these devices. Fingers wrapping around the display and palm pretty much touching the display versus what we have on the S6. Really not touching that display at all, though it's possible if I wanted to. One thing that I noticed with the Edge that I don't see on the Galaxy S6 is that we've got a little bit of color shifting on the sides here. We've got the display that's bending a little bit, this nice curvature to it. But then we kind of see kind of a greenish cast here, kind of a bluish cast, sometimes looking a bit pinkish on the side. I don't know if a lot of people will notice that, but that's just something to say. That with this curve here, we do get a little bit of color shifting at the curve. Now, one of the biggest selling points of the Galaxy S6 Edge is this Edge screen functionality. So when you have the display off and you're receiving notifications, or if you have the phone face down on a desk, for example, you should be able to see this part down here lighting up. Now, if you have the People's notification or the People Edge notification option on, you have the option of 5 favorite people. So if one of those 5 favorite people calls and just say that person is orange, you will see orange down here at the bottom. So that's a functionality that you're not going to be getting with the Galaxy S6. I don't know how often I'm going to be doing that. I don't like to place my phone down on its face. If it's in a case, I'm kind of curious what they're going to be doing with the casing options. I might see myself placing the phone downward, but that's not typically something I like doing. So we have an option called Select Notifications, Missed Calls, Messages, and Email. This is what the Edge part is going to be working for. I would like to see more options underneath here, but this is what we have so far. We've got email. I would like to see Gmail under here. Then we've got messages, the default messaging app on the phone, and missed calls. Another functionality of the Edge that we don't have on the Galaxy S6 is that if you go back and forth like this, sometimes it's a little bit tricky to get to work. Supposed to be back and forth motion. There we go. We get this little information stream. I do like that we have a lot of options underneath notifications, so it's not just proprietary stuff. You can see that we have access to Gmail, Google+, Hangouts, Messages. You've got Skype, everything. So all of that will show up for notifications underneath the notification stream. So that is a good thing. I just hope to see underneath select notifications for the Edge lighting that we'll get more things here. We've also got the ability to change the Edge screen position to the right or the left side. And if you want to turn this device into your alarm clock that you can set on your nightstand, you just go ahead and go underneath the night clock. And we can set this to 1400 hours, which is the time at this current second. Then when you turn this off, ever so faintly, I don't even think you can see it, but it does tell the time. I'm I'm happy to see that texting and typing on this Edge device is not an annoying thing. This is a very slight curve, really. So when I'm texting and I'm getting to a character that's getting over to this curve, I can feel it, but it doesn't hurt any accuracy. This display is very nice and touch sensitive. So I'm not worried about this little bit of a curve that my thumb is touching. It really doesn't hinder anything. So that is a good thing. After a while, when I'm looking at web pages, or if I'm reading a lot of text, especially against whites, I end up getting a little bit annoyed about this color shifting because I do see that it's green and green on both sides here. I don't want to see that. So against white, I can really see this color shifting at all times. As far as what it looks like and the effect of browsing the web and using this, is that with this curve, it feels like there's a bit of a dimension to this display. What's in the center right here really juts forward. It does give it a 3D type of effect where the text is really popping at your face. But I am not a fan of that color shifting. Also on the Edge here, it looks like we've got access to top 5 contacts. If you go from the side there, we've got our top 5 contacts. And you can call or email. Now, this wasn't on the other one, but you can also see that here is how the side notifications work. If you miss a call, Allison Murray is in green, and we can call her back or email her right from the lock screen. And then again, we have our priority contacts. I honestly don't know how much I would use those Edge features that we see on the Edge device. It's neat. It really does give this a look to it. I think that some people who really want to try something different will be very happy with this device. But if you want to play it safe and you don't want to deal with some of the color shifting on the side, if you don't feel like you're going to use those extra Edge features, I think that this one is very, very pleasant. So that is what I have to say about what I see as far as the difference between these two devices right now, with just playing with them for a little bit of time. So thank you everybody for watching. This has been Erica, the technology nerd who likes to film stuff. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think between these devices. Would you go for the Edge? Is this a device that you would really like to go for? Let me know why you'd want to go for this one versus the S6. Maybe you want some pizzazz, something that's a bit different. Maybe you think you would get some real use out of those Edge features. It comes with its pros and it also has its cons. So let me know and have a good day.